What's up? What's up? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody is well. It has been a while. What's up, baby?
Hey everybody.
Oh, it's dark in here. Apologize. We are we're hanging out.
I don't think there's anybody in here.
I know there's not. That's why I'm just talking.
Watch it.
This thing just what's behind me? There's a light. There we go. What's up, everybody? Or one or two people. Big motherfucker Cubole, what's up, Jay? Burqueño Cubole, what's up, Jay? How you guys doing, brothers? Let me So I know we haven't been on for a while. We've been there's been technical difficulties in life. But we're coming up now. We're 5 days, 6 days away from we're gonna go to that parent teacher conference at the school. We're going to be handing out backpacks and school supplies to the kids in the
It's
name.
gonna be July 30th, and we're gonna be there at the school with our table with phase 10, with all kinds of school supplies so that kids
Phase
can
two
sorry,
of life.
phase 2 of life. Why'd you name it that? I'm thinking of the card game, man.
So we are going to be there to do that. So, but we've had problems. I had to go to the hospital for a little, for not for a little bit, but I went to the hospital, um, and uh, and then we moved. When we moved, we got a Wi-Fi package that ended up being
Sucking.
yeah sorry as fuck. If anybody knows HughesNet, that don't get it, it
So now, so
sucks.
now we got
So
Peter coming on Friday.
we went back to Cox.
I don't like that word, so I just say Peter. And they will be there tomorrow so that we can start doing lives.
But we wanted to come on and make sure that because we are getting close to this day where we're going to be handing out backpacks, school supplies, whatever we can do for these kids. I believe we've raised about $1,200, something like that. We're going to have to add it all up and make sure. Um, we haven't been on since we've gotten Francisco VP donated $500. Um,
Row P
Rope P was
300.
about $300. We're gonna put it all together and we'll let you guys know we did 300 between my girl and I. Um, and we're gonna get it all together. We'll figure it out, and that's gonna be happening in like 6 days. We're going to that school.
So it's crunch time, you guys. It's crunch time.
Yeah, the good thing is we're gonna get we'll be able to take some pictures that we can put on the nonprofit's website. And actually the good thing is we're gonna be able to get some kids some supplies and some stuff that they're gonna need starting August 1st when they start school.
It is
So
going to be a first come, first serve because it is an elementary school that's K through 8. So obviously, we're not going to be able to get every kid there. But, for those parents that are last minute, that need those supplies so they could get the supplies and save that money to buy clothes or whatever it is they need, we got it. We're going to be there. We're going to show up. But like again, it's crunch time. We got 5 days.
yep. If anybody would like to donate, please go on our website, phase2oflife.org. In the description of the channel and everything else, there should be a link to it. And you can donate there and it'll automatically generate a receipt so that it is tax deductible since it is a 501c3 nonprofit that we're doing it from. If anybody would like to sponsor it as a company, let us know. We'll put your company's logo and information on the table or booth that we're gonna set up at the school on in 6 days. August, what was it, baby?
July 30th.
July 30th. They start school, I believe, August 1st or something like that. So they need the supplies. We're gonna get them in their hands. And anybody that outside of this school, you guys know how it goes. Anybody that needs school supplies for their kids or for any kids that you know, if your neighbor, I always use the analogy that if you have a neighbor that might be the abuelita and she's raising, well, that's the analogy I'm using. If you're raising the grandkid, if they're raising the grandkids and on a fixed income, they need a little bit of help, and there's somebody that you can reach out to us and let's help them. It's just an analogy. Just to give you an idea of um, what we're doing and how we can do it. We've gotten a couple of emails. I don't want to mention names here, just in case the people that have sent emails don't want their name out there. But those of you that know who you are, I'm going to be emailing you guys tonight so that we can figure it all out and get that together as well. Those are the ones that need school supplies that are not going to be at this school, obviously, and that we can send through the mail.
And like I said, the money that we raised is going to be divided into the kids that we're sending backpacks to out of state. And then whatever's left over is going to go to the elementary school.
Yep. So let me get to these comments real quick. Jay, what's up, brother? Big motherfucker said Qvo. What's up, brother? Jay said Maravillas tuning in from Whittier. Órale.
Oh, okay.
Maravillas or Villas. And you only put one L, so I'm assuming it was supposed to be two. What's up, brother? Burqueño, Cubule, Hector Santiago said, what's good, Cricket? What's up, brother? How you doing, old boy? Jack Rodriguez said, Cubule, ¿cómo están? Been good, bro. How are you doing? It's been a minute, Jack. How you doing, bro? Critter May said, what up, Cricket? ¿Qué pasó, bro? Gita said, hi, Cricks. Hi, Giovanna. What's up, G-Thoughts? How you doing, brother? Farmero. Farmero said, about time.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, man, we've been going through it. Not going through it, but like I said, we ended up moving into a chante.
You gotta tell them what happened.
We moved into a chante, and we had the Wi-Fi ordered to be there basically the day after we got in. And we've had it there, and it just sucks, man. They came and put a damn satellite. They gave us the little box. They did all the bullshit, and it sucks. It doesn't work. We can't. They sent another tech out to try to work on it. Finally, today we just told them come pick your shit up, and we called the other place, Cox, and have them put it in. But they won't be there till Friday. But after that we should be all good. Daniel Pina Secule Crick, how's it going? Been good, brother. How are you? Hector Luis Santiago. What's up, bro? Damn, you're on Facebook and YouTube, Cuvo. He said, what's good, Cricket? Aquí nomás, ya sabes, brother. Sergio said, what's up, everyone? Pinche celebrity forgot about us. Cortatela. So I did get sick, kinda. I didn't get sick. I got
So here's the deal. His legs and first his feet were swollen up. And he didn't want to tell me about it, but then I kind of noticed they're getting a little chunky. And then he, told me, like, hey,
she didn't notice. Yes, she didn't notice. Listen.
I just thought you had put on a little extra pounds on your feet, but I didn't want to say anything and hurt your feelings. But anyway, his feet swelled up, but then his legs started swelling up. So he's thinking, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. He gets on the Google and you know how that works. Long story short, we went to the doctor. They did all kinds of tests. I mean, chest x-rays, everything. He doesn't have diabetes. He doesn't have blood pressure. He doesn't have anything. All that, the legs swelling and it getting red on his legs, looking like a rash, it's because he's anemic.
So check. First of all, check it out. Everybody, listen. Here's the deal. My legs, my feet started getting swollen, right? But it would go away. Then it would come back. And what I started thinking was my liver was fucking up. That's the first thing that's coming into my mind, right? My liver's messing up because when I Google it, it's talking about the liver. And obviously that's something that those of us that have been in the pinta, tattoos and all that stuff, liver's an issue. So I didn't want to tell Jovan because I didn't want to worry her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking, fuck, okay, maybe my liver's giving out. I'm not gonna have much longer. I'm probably gonna die here in a little while, right? So I'm not gonna tell her. And in my mind, I'm even thinking like, okay, if I can work a few more months, save up a few thousand, then when I go, I could leave her a little bit of feria to at least get through the hump. Like this is the shit that's going through my mind. So I don't want to tell her what's happening, and it's getting worse. But like when I would go to bed at night, I can't breathe, which is also a symptom of this holiday. You get shortness of breath. So I would lay down. So I'd be up in the middle of the night, and Jovan's sleeping. She don't even know. But I'm up in the middle of the night. My fucking feet are swollen. I can't fucking breathe, and I'm just sitting there like, okay. So I'm up all night, thinking, órale pues, I guess I'm gonna die here soon, right? And so finally, there was nights where it was so bad that I'm like, man, I need to wake her up and just go. We got to go to the hospital, man. But then I'm like, no, I don't want to worry her. I'm just gonna leave it at that. If I die, I die. You know what I mean? Finally, I told her. I don't know why. Well, it started creeping up because at first it was just my feet, eh? And I don't know who else has been through this shit. I guess it's because I'm only 23, so I'm not used to none of this
Yeah.
stuff. And so I guess getting a little bit older and stuff, things are happening or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm chalking it up to. That and I bet I guess I'm thinking my liver, right? And so it starts creeping up, and my fucking legs are swelling too, and then all the way up to my knees, bro. Like gacho though, like we're not talking about little swell, bro. My shit look like the nutty fucking professor. And I'm putting on like I can't put on my shoes. I gotta put on. I'm wearing my like the coasters. I don't know who remembers they were called coasters, but like the old tata shoes or the slip on the slippers pues que we wear, right? Corduroy ones. And
He busted through those, you
I
guys.
busted through one
They don't
pair.
they don't fit. It looks like he's baking bread in his little shoes. I mean,
So anyway, I tell her, and now she's like, "You need to go to the hospital," and I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm good. Let's wait. Let's wait. Let's wait." I keep waiting, waiting, waiting. Finally, the other night, I had a real bad night, and so I like, "Fuck it, man. I better go, man." You know what I'm saying? So we went this weekend to the hospital, went to the emergency room, and I swear, no bullshit. And I know it sounds dramatic and shit, but it's been on my mind, right? And so I'm in the hospital thinking, well, the doctor's gonna come back right now and say, "Hey, fool, you got like 2 weeks to live." You know what I mean?
why did you think that?
And she's Jovan's sitting there, so I'm thinking like, let me play. I gotta be cool. I don't want to scare her. Hopefully, these fuckers don't come tell me this shit in front of her. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that the shit that's going through my mind. Like, hopefully, if it is that, they're gonna say, "Hey, can we talk to you alone?" That way, I don't have to tell her. You know what I'm saying? Well, the fool comes back and was like, "Well, we got." So they did an X-ray.
Blood work.
They did blood
We
work.
were there 2-3
Yeah,
hours.
they did ultrasound on my legs. They did the X-ray on my chest. All that holly, right? So they come back and they say everything's perfect on your blood shit. The only thing that's messed up is you have your iron levels are real low, and your hemoglobin or whatever. It was the same holiday. So basically, I'm anemic. He said, which means my the red blood cells are I don't have enough red blood cells or some shit like that, right? Which means that the red blood cells is what moves your oxygen through your body. That's why I feel the shortness of breath. And based on that, it's not letting my legs get or hold, whatever the fluid, right? So then I'm there. I'm like, I tell the doctor, I go, God damn, well, that's anticlimactic. I thought you were gonna come in here and tell me I'm dying in like a fucking month. So none of that. And he's like, no, you're good, right? You just need some fucking iron
Eat
pills.
some freaking beans and call it a day. Jeez.
But it was a little more serious. So he said I'm at number 7, and anything below that, if I would have been like a number 6, he said I would have needed a blood transfusion. That's how low my iron is. So I mean, it is serious, but it's not life threatening, right? So anyway, they gave me fucking iron pills, and fuck, I'm not dying. So anyway, I'll be here a little bit longer.
Yes, his poop is regular, Miss G. So everything is fine. He's eating fine. Everything's fine. He's just shortness of breath, and his legs look like they're baking bread. They look like a bandera or
It
something.
sucks at night because I lay down and I can't breathe. But I'm just thinking, like, I know it's funny now, but serio, I had some bad nights where I'm like, fuck, hey, I'm dying. You know what I mean? And how do I, keep it from her?
I'm over there just in my third dream, and
Yeah,
he's all awake,
I don't
pacing
want to. I
around.
don't want to tell her. I'm up all night, every night, like basically pacing, taking naps during the day when I can. I can't lay flat because that's when I wake up fucking not being able to breathe. And then I'm thinking like I could work for a few, if I only got a few weeks, maybe I get, 2 more paychecks, just not spend too much. That way I can leave her some money.
Aw,
And the whole fucking time,
it's just he's anemic, which is great. That's
fucking
great.
iron.
And
Anyway,
not just that though, like he didn't. There's nothing else wrong with you. Like you don't have
I'm too
anything.
young to have anything wrong with me. This is stupid.
No, because I mean you're about to be 50,
Your ass
so
is 50.
Okay.
So let me see where
So
we at.
anyways, guys, that's what's been going on.
Yeah, so that's been happening in the midst of the Wi-Fi and all that, and that's why we haven't been able to go live. But we're coming up on this time where we have this um, obligation, basically, for these kids. We need to do what we need to do at the end of this month at the parent teacher conference, and so that is still going on. We have raised, I believe we figured it's about $1,100 or $1,200. We're gonna have to make sure
Add
that
it up.
add it up and everything, since we haven't been live in about 10, 11 days, 12 days. Since then, Francisco VP donated $500. So we wanted to tell you guys about that. And so we've had a few donations come in. So we're at about 11 or $1,200. So we'll be able to get some, some pretty good
But
school
like I said,
supplies, some backpacks.
anything helps. Even if you donate $5,
Yep.
that's packs of papers. Like I said, we're going to an elementary school where it's K-8.
Yeah. Glue sticks.
I mean, and again, like we told the principal, it's first come, first serve. We wish we could do more, but this is how much money we have, and this is it,
Yep. So I mean, it's all anything does count. We have 6 days left with kind of countdown. If anybody wants to donate, please do. If it's something that a bigger amount, well, it's starting to rain. If it's a bigger amount that you're going to donate and you want a write off for tax purposes, you can definitely do it on the website, and that'll generate a receipt immediately for the 501c3 to give to your tax preparer for as a write-off. Let me see where we at. Sergio said, "What's up, everyone? Pinche celebrity forgot about it." ZG said, "Salute!" Right back at you, homeboy. Geronimo said, "Very good, Chronicles." What's up, Geronimo? How you doing, brother? Miss G said, "It's the turtlenecks. You probably got a heat stroke. Start wearing short shorts and cut off tank tops with your stomach exposed. You could get belly piercing. I'd rather die, Miss G. I'm good." Sergio said, "Kenny, he said, fuck, the honey buns caught up with me." No, bro, I didn't. I thought it was my liver, brother. La neta, I thought it was my liver. Because I was Googling it, and that was one of the symptoms of your liver going into the cirrhosis and all that is
and the
is your legs
the
getting
doctor
swelling and
and
shit.
the nurse guy was laughing. He's like, "Stop googling stuff." Like, I mean,
Yeah. Because at the end, I'm serious. When he told me that, I'm like, "So that's it?" He's like, "Yeah." I go, "Fuck, I thought I was gonna die in a few weeks." And he's like, "I go, if you look at Google, that shit said I was fucked up." He's like, "Nah, you're good. Stop googling shit." Hopefully, you guys can hear us. It's raining and it's hitting the ramfla. Right? Can you hear it? Let me see. Miss G said LO. Miss G LOL said Sergio. Burkini said, "I was going to say that's not usually a problem a 23-year-old youngster has."
Oh.
I know, bro.
I honestly thought they were gonna say like diabetes or something, but he doesn't have anything. Like he's fine.
Jack Armenta, what's up, brother? It's been a minute. He said, "Look at my respects to you and the family." Right back at you, brother. How you doing? Hopefully everything's been well with you, homeboy. Big motherfucker said, "Just tell Jovan the truth, bro. The doc said it was stress and drama caused by your significant other. It's her fault."
No, sir.
Honestly, listen.
Had nothing to do with
so I am low in iron, but there has to be a reason for that, right? So either stress or the fact that Maruca doesn't cook red meat for me.
Oh my gosh.
Either way, it's her fault.
I'm going to get you a can of Rosarita beans and call it a day.
Miss G said, "Jovan cooking is getting good, huh? Start feeding him food." Oh, rabbit food? Critter May said, "I'm only 23. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you." Miss G said, "Hey, Sergio, thumbs up." Miss G said, Is your shit regular?" Yeah, that's all good. Yvonne Madrid said, "Hello, everyone." What's up, Yvonne? How you doing?
Oh, Yvonne.
Hopefully everything's well. I know it's been a minute, Yvonne. Hopefully things are looking up in your world. Miss G said, "Hey there, big motherfucker." Barry Wood says, "Salute, cricket. GTSY was good. Oh, good to see you. You too, brother. Salute right back at you, homeboy. Gracias." Big motherfucker said, "Miss G." Miss G said, "There's our girl Yvonne. How you doing?" Miss G said, "Are you lying you up with the munchies? Are you? What happened? What happened, Miss G?" Geronimo said, "Right on. What's up, brother?" Yvonne said, "Hello, Miss G. It's going just trying to survive." Miss G said, "Sergio laughing." Patricia Gonzalez said, "Hello. Hope everyone is doing well." How you doing, Patricia? Appreciate you. Jesus Torres said, "Cuba, homie. This is Cholo from Chandler with the utmost respect. Where are you from?" I'm originally from Tolleson, bro. I did a lot of time with homeboys from Chandler. What side of Chandler are you from?
I wouldn't say you were from there. You could use Phoenix instead.
I'm originally from Tolleson, Chicanos, bro. BTC. Sergio said, "LOL." Daniel Pena said, "Hope you feel better. Crick wouldn't want to miss your 24th birthday." I know, bro. I thought I was, Holmes. I thought I was. It was a close call, and I still keep telling Jovan I'm dying. I thought I was gonna be able to like have the dramatic, like
And I'm over here like, oh, poor him. Let me massage his feet and his legs and all this. And
it's still poor me. What the fuck?
I know, but eat some beans or something, man. Like
I've been suffering. What the hell? Jesus Torres said, "Drink water and work out." Yeah. I drink water, bro. I drink what I haven't. The truth is, I haven't worked out in a while. Not like I used to. When I was in the Pinta, bro, I used to work out 2-3 times a day, bro. I got out, and the world is different, Holmes. You can't find the time like you can in there. Um, but I mean, I don't eat crazy. I know we talk about it on here, but even in the Pinta, I worked out 3 times a day, and I still ate honey buns and all that shit. You know what I mean? Um, I don't eat crazy. I don't eat like gacho. It's just I guess I don't eat enough red meat. That's what the motherfucker told me. He said eat red meat and yeah, just whatever with iron. I don't know how I became low on iron. I ain't never had no shit like that before. It's crazy. Big motherfucker said, "What? Get that man a steak, Jovan Stat." I know, right? AP says, "Saludos, gente getting tacos." What's up, AP?
Oh, hello.
How you doing, brother? Sergio said, "I was gonna say check that home cooking."
First of all, Sergio, thanks for that. I tried and I thought I did something, and Sergio just dissected it.
AP said, "I'll be in Phoenix August 9th. Do I gotta check in and laugh my ass off?" Hit us up, fool. I'm in Phoenix now. I didn't have to check into nobody. Ain't nobody to check into, bro. Those days are over. Patricia Gonzalez said, "Good. Thumbs up." Jesus said, "Cricket, I haven't seen you on YouTube in a while." Yeah, bro. We haven't been live in about 12 days because of that. Like I said, I wasn't feeling the best. And like we ended up moving into a house. Since I moved back to Phoenix, we were staying at Maruca's sister's, and we just got a chante. We moved into a house, and we had the Wi-Fi set up to come through that huge net, Hale. They came, put the satellite, set it all up, and the shit sucks, bro. It keeps dropping. You can't get on. It can't stay on. So they sent a tech out, try to supposedly fixed it. Finally today, we just said, "Fuck it, man." We called them, told them, "Pick your shit up," and we went to Cox. So.
And the biggest thing also is that my son, he's out here right now. He had his 21st birthday.
Yeah, that also has been happening in this time. His birthday's July 19th. So we flew him out on the 18th or 16th. 3 days.
A few days before, and he's still here. He has time. So he's going to use all his time that he can, from work and stuff to be out here with us. And he's still here. And so our attention's kind of been on him. As soon as we get off work, we're like, Mijo, what do you want to do? What do you want to hang out? Do you want to go somewhere? So it's just, we've just been busy with that.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, he is in town too. So that's another thing. So he went with my jefita on Sunday to spend some time with her for his birthday.
Yeah, we had a little birthday party for him.
And that's the day I went to the hospital because I didn't want to tell him either. And I told Jovan not to tell him either that we were going. So we ended up going to the hospital and doing all that. Yeah, I know. Let them. Oh. Let them just go.
What they need to go.
They won't. If they hit the car again, I'll get out. Let me see. Cricket, I haven't seen you. Are you lying and up eating Jovan's leftovers? I wish I couldn't. I couldn't. I didn't feel. I just didn't feel good, man. And I didn't want to wake her up, so I would get up and close the door, and I'd be out in the living room, and we'd just be doing that. It was just all bad. Jesus Torres said I'm from South San Chandler, but I read right here I'm not about that anymore, homie. I'm spiritual now. That's feeding me, bro. Yeah, I'm not either. When people ask, I say where I was from, but that's obviously not my jale anymore. Um, None of it is. Obviously, I think the worst thing I ever did in my life was get involved in the gangs and end up in the pinta and going through all that jale. But obviously, it's just a way for us to talk about our past and who we know and all that stuff. So, um, homies from Southside Chandler. I can't remember, bro. I think I remember Baby G was from. I think he was from Eastside Chandler. Bubbles. I think Bubbles might have been from Southside Chandler. Roger Gonzalez was a night out. He was a carnal. I think he was from Southside Chandler, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I knew a bunch about this from Chandler for sure. Oh, Arviso, Marty Arviso was from Chandler. He was also a carnal. Miss G said, "You in the station wagon?" No, we're yeah. Well, I guess you can call it a station wagon. Jesus Torres said, "But I'm not about." Oh yeah, I got you. Sergio said that wasn't a compliment. LOL, Sergio. Big motherfucker says Sergio. He's laughing. Steven Martinez said, "Hey, brother, I was beginning to think you didn't want nothing to do with the Chronicles anymore." Nah, nah, nah. I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it. What I wanted to see. Okay, we're gonna keep doing the live. We're gonna keep working on doing the nonprofit. We're gonna keep talking about what we talk about here. Our number one goal and our number one passion and priority is talking against that lifestyle for these kids. That's always gonna be our thing. I have other interests, and that's why I'm kind of putting out those other videos that I'm putting just because it interests me, bro. So I'm kind of just trying to do other stuff because I don't like putting out videos talking about gangs and all that hollering. Like I'll talk against the shit, but I don't want to come on here and war story it. That's never been my thing. Most of you guys that have been around long enough know that. I'm not gonna come on here and talk about who whacked who and who got stabbed, and it's just not really something that I want to put out there. Only because I know that the kids are, to kids it's a different. They see that differently. As adults, we can look at it and we know, we can look at that and say, okay, yeah, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like we wouldn't want to live that life, or we've lived that life and we don't want nothing to do with it. But as an adult, I mean, as a kid, most of those kids look up to that kind of stuff. They see that as something that is cool and aspire to be, and you know what I mean. Even though, even if you say it in a way where you talk about the hardships and stuff of it, they kind of don't see it that way. And so I've always struggled of how I should talk about the stuff without making it look like there's some kind of glorification in that life and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why I'm kind of doing the other kind of videos too, just because it's an interest I got. This is my channel. I want to put stuff out there for people, but I don't necessarily want to talk about gangs and murder and all that shit. I want to talk against it for sure. If people got questions that I need to answer about it, I will. And there's a lot of other stuff that I need to bring out, that I need to talk about. I'm in contact with vatos right now in the Pinta that were clicked up, and vatos that are still clicked up now, and I'm getting a lot of information that I really do want to put out, and I will be. So yeah, no, brother Steven, I'm never gonna be done with what we got going on, because that's the number one. That's the reason for this channel. If it wasn't for speaking against that life and trying to get these kids out of that world, then there'd be no other reason for me to have this canal. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. I don't do it. Um, Obviously it's cool to sit here and have dialogue and talk with people and meet people and stuff, but I don't do it. It's not for fun. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason behind why I started this and why I still do it. Jesus Torres said, question, Cricket, is your girl white? No, she's Mexican, bro. She's Mexican,
I'm Mexican,
but she thinks she's white.
but I don't talk like, you know, this is my manny.
Yeah,
I don't talk like that. So that's why I guess a lot of people think.
yeah, she's Chicana, bro. I could show some older pictures. Like this is when she had my baby, or yeah, my baby was just born. You can't really see her there. That's her and my son. Um,
Can you guys believe my baby is 21 years old?
he just turned 21, July 19th. This is when she was pregnant with him. Actually, she was a couple months pregnant right there. I was back locked up in Madison. Um, but yeah, he just turned 21 on July 19th. So, but now, yeah, she's Raza, bro. But she didn't grow up that way. She's never been really been involved in any of that. Meeting me and being with me made her involved. That's when she finally got indicted and got locked up and was and introduced into that world for a little bit. Patricia Gonzalez said, for iron, eat spinach, lentils, broccoli, green vegetables, pumpkin seeds, nuts. You hear that?
Ooh.
Write all that shit down, baby. You got to feed me. She's also not that kind of Mexican, bro. She don't cook for shit.
I'm trying. Oh my God, I'm trying, man. But hey, I work too, so don't even act like I don't work either.
Jesús Torres said, yes, Chita said, que está de huevo, digo de nuevo, what's up, fool? Sergio said, what's up, big motherfucker? Carlos Flores said, what's up, peeps? How you doing, brother? Eric Lerma said, Cubo Cricket, Giovanna, and the B23 Familia. How's everyone doing? Hope all is well. I turned 30.
Oh.
There you go. I turned to Cubo Cricket, Giovanna, here. I turned 30. Nothing big today, just chilling on my day off. When did you turn 30? Oh, today I turned. Happy birthday, brother.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, homeboy.
Okay.
That's feeding it. Man. You see what, y'all. Yeah, that's kind of really all that's been going on with us. Put this on, watch out. Boom. See that?
Let's see.
That's how quick I do it. I'm a damn content creator.
Oh.
Happy birthday, brother.
Don't call yourself that.
Chita said, why is it that we as kids look at going to prison as a rite of passage? I don't know, bro. I wish I knew that answer. If we could figure that out, to get the answer for that, maybe there'd be a way to to keep kids from feeling that way. I think it's just the environment we grow up in. You know what I'm saying? As kids, I think if you grow up in a home, bro, around, let's just say, right, a family of doctors, you know what I'm saying? Or no, I mean, look at it. You could look at it on the grand scale of society, as opposed to the small scale of prison. If you look at it just as a societal thing, right? I think if you're in a family of politicians, you as a child, you look up to that. You want to be that, and you kind of go into that world. I just think it's kind of the same as a kid. You're growing up in this environment where somehow, some way, prison is, I don't know, is the accomplishment, is the graduation. And I remember from juvenile hall, like I would go in juvenile hall when I'm 13 years old. I'd get out, I'd go to school, I'd be in junior high, and I'd be the coolest motherfucker in school because I just got out. You know what I mean? And vice versa. You'd see the homies that would get out, and you'd be like, "Damn, homeboy just got out the joint," or at a juvenile, and then it just happens throughout. And then when you go to the Pinta, obviously it's a microcosm of society, but it is that. You know what I'm saying? And the big wigs are them vatos. You know what I mean? And when you're talking about, the governors and the presidents and all of that of society in the Pinta, that's them vatos. That's that clica or the clicas. And so I think that's why it becomes what it is, even though it's a twisted sense of thought. You know what I mean? It's a twisted sense of reality all the way around. But I think that's it's just that. And it sucks, but that's what it is. As kids, I remember, like, you want to be the one that whacks the most people and that people talk about as the maton and the shooter, And as crazy as that sounds now as an adult looking back on it with a normal mentality, it just was what it was. You know what I'm saying? That's what you aspired to do and be. It's crazy. Miss G says Sergio, but white. Car- Carlo Flores said, yeah, that's an old shit, man. People need to move on and talk to good stuff. Talk about good stuff. Yeah, for sure. Sergio said, Miss G, LOL. Jesus says she sounds white. It's all good. Yeah. She grew up, I mean, you know what's crazy is she didn't.
What's crazy is that my parents talk like this. My grandparents talk like this. So when I hear women especially talk like that, the crazy way, like trying to sound like a chola, I'm like, where do you talk like that? Like, I don't think your parents or grandparents talk like that. I think it's just an act. I think it's like circus type. It's a costume. It's ridiculous. I don't like it. I think it's ridiculous. I think it looks crazy. It sounds crazy also. So
Yeah. It was, I mean, and her mom is, I mean, shit, her mom, they're Mexican as can be. They make tamales on fucking holidays and they speak Spanish, all that shit. She just grew up different. And she grew up in a neighborhood. That's what's even crazier. She grew up in a barrio, but she just wasn't part of that world, you know? Which is also more proof that you can be from them neighborhoods and not be of them neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense.
I think because my parents wouldn't let us be part of that world.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, they're not dumb. They know what goes on in the neighborhoods and stuff like that. And I think they pulled us from there just in time. I mean, I was already out of high school, but that's when it started kind of getting really bad in Phoenix, like 2001, 2000. And my younger siblings, that's when we ended up moving far west because it just started getting crazy in Phoenix. It wasn't what it was anymore.
Yeah.
So
Patricia or Daniel Pina said, "Happy birthday, Eric." Yep.
yeah.
Patricia said, "Happy 21st birthday to your son."
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
So my baby's 21 years old, and um,
And of course, he came out and broke his phone. So
we had to get him a phone. But
fuck.
I framed like his first little shirt, his little tennies, and tennis shoes, and I found like a letter that he had wrote to me when he was, I don't know, kindergarten, first grade, and he said, "I love you, Mom. You're the best mom in the world." I just cry over it, and
We found some
we found a
cards,
couple of birthday cards that Manuel sent to him.
Yeah, from the Pinta.
Like 2008, 2000, like stuff like that. So it was pretty cool, and kind of just laid it out on a table so that everybody could see, and just pictures of him from a baby to now, and he had a good time. Our family came out and showed up for him, and he loved it.
Yeah. Geronimo said, really great pictures of Jovan.
Oh, thank you.
Jesus Torres said, that's what's up, OG. Thank you for answering the question. Ya sabes, bro, Simon. Absolutely. Miss G said, ¿Y qué homegirl la Giovanni?
Can you imagine if I talk like that?
Questions, Cricket. How long you been out now? I've been out 9 years, bro. July 1st was 9 years. I got out July 1st of 2015.
Dang.
9 fucking years, eh?
Doesn't it feel like just yesterday?
It does. It doesn't feel like I've been out that long. I did 20 years.
Because I make life so easy for you.
No, that's not it at all.
Okay.
But I did. So I went in when I was 17, got out when I was 37. I say that, but I also got out one time for four months. I got out for 4 months is when I met Jovan, and got her pregnant. Well, I met her in the county, but I got out and was with her for the 4 months, and then I got out again another time for 11 days, which we were together for those 11 days too. She was 8 months pregnant at that time. I beat a case. I got out, got found not guilty, and I got out for the 11 days and then got busted again. So except for those 4 months and 11 days, I was in from 95 to 2015, bro. And now I've been out 9 years, eh? It's a trip looking back at it, thinking about it. It's gone by pretty fast. And it's what's crazy is it's been easy, bro. A lot of people would say it'd been tough. It hasn't really been tough. It's been easy. I made up my mind, and that was the end of that shit. Miss G said, "Happy birthday to your son." Thank you. Jesus Torres said, "I've been out 2 years now." Orale, that's firme, bro.
It's gonna go by quick after that. Watch.
It starts flying, bro. I mean, I had 5 years of federal probation when I got out, and I think that made it a little bit slower, only because it was like, fuck, man, I still got someone watching me, and after all this shit. But after that, these last four have like flown by. It's crazy. Chita said, Cricket, does Jovan wear huaraches while making tamales? Because I'm hungry. Jovan, get in the kitchen and make us vatos tamales. Huh?
First of
Hell
all,
nah. She gonna fuck me up for this one.
yeah, first of all, I don't make tamales. Thank you very much.
She
Second of all, I don't wear
so
those sandals.
this year she graduated to what? Cleaning the hojas?
No, so I was in charge of washing them. Now they're gonna let me actually spread. I think I don't know because my mom she doesn't trust me.
They got her in the kitchen though. She's starting, bro.
Um,
Jesus Torres said we were brainwashed. They said, yeah, definitely for sure. That is the truth. And that's why I think it's really important, bro, that those of us that were speak to the kids of today. Because we know what they're going through. And they're gonna sit there and they're gonna argue with us because they don't, obviously, they think that they're the first ones going through what they're going through, and we couldn't even understand. Um, I think I told you guys, Jovan and I had a conversation with this kid, um, that we're actually gonna pay to send him away for a little while to our home out of here, and his house has been shot up 5 times. He's been in trouble, right? Gang member shit. And as I'm talking to him, he's telling me the neighborhood he's claiming, and he lives, bro. I'm not joking. This is, I laugh because it's funny to me, but he lives like 20 minutes away from the neighborhood he's claiming. And when I tell him that, I'm like, bro, that's not your barrio. Like, you didn't grow up there. What the fuck? He's like, no, it's called being put on. And I'm like, what the, like, that's not your barrio. He goes, yeah, I know. It's a new thing. You get put on. Now, that's not new. Vatos used to get jumped into barrios they weren't growing up in my day, too. It's just doesn't make sense because if you didn't grow up with them vatos, that's not your homeboys. Those aren't the vatos that you lived with and kindergarten all the way through and did, ran around the neighborhoods and thought you were ninjas and then skaters and then, you know, break dancers, all those little things that we all did. Then it's not real. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes more of a wannabe thing, I think. And that's why I want to get this kid out of here because I think it's just he wants to be so bad, but it's not necessary. That's not his neighborhood. He didn't grow up like that. And he's going to get himself killed for something for nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, it's nothing regardless, but it's even more nothing when that's not your barrio. Like, there's not, what are you doing? It's stupidity, and, I don't know if you guys are understanding where I'm coming from on that, but it just seems so crazy. But it's definitely brainwashing. Miss G said, G thoughts. She's laughing. G thoughts said, I'm only joking, Jovan. Don't make me unalive. Miss G said, that's what attracted your hyena.
Oh Lord.
That's true.
Yeah.
Jesus Torres said, Cricket, you were deep in the game, homie. I heard you speak on your past. Yeah. Um, that was what I aspired to be since I was a kid, bro. I wanted to be torcido. I wanted to get to that point. And once I hit the pinta, I wanted to be parte. And so that's what I wanted. And I made sure I accomplished it. And when I got made and when I became a carnal, bro, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit anybody. I was proud. I felt a sense of accomplishment. I thought that was the ultimate, um, and I put everything into it that I could. I was a Kool-Aid drinker to the max, bro. You know what I mean? I whacked a couple fools for that clica. I thought it was what I wanted for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? It was stupidity again, obviously brainwashing, like you said. And I'm glad that I got away when I did. But that's why I think it's really important to get these kids away from it now because it's all for nothing. At the end of the game, you got vatos that are really brainwashed and want to talk about this juego and how us dropouts are pieces of shit. But at the end, bro, everybody becomes us. Everybody sees the light. And there's a lot of smart people in this juego. And for whatever reason, they don't see it until it's almost too late sometimes. and it definitely ain't worth dying for. Gita said Jovan was to Jesus. She did 3 years in jail. Okay, 3 days, but she from the hood.
First of all, I did do 3 days, and those were the worst days of my whole entire life. I've already went through this, so I don't know why I'm going to go through this again. But that was horrible, and I was pregnant, and it was the worst 3 days of my entire life for something that was just, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Thanks for bringing that up.
I just thought it said cricket tripping over the little homie's phone. I feel you, OG.
Yeah, he comes, he drops his phone, breaks it, and then, we have warranty on it, but we got to pay.
Yeah, I got insurance on the phone, but it's $250 deductible. Like, fuck. No, he's 21.
And
pay for that shit
himself. No, he's not. And every day that he's been here, I've been loving on him and hugging him and massaging his back and just, oh, he's just my baby. I can't believe he's 21. He's so tall. I mean, he's so much taller than us. It's crazy.
Agent Orange said, that's true. I grew up in a neighborhood that my nana graduated from high school over 100 years ago. Not all my family was from a clique. Yeah, I got the same thing in my neighborhood. I'm from Tolleson, and that's like a generational barrio. But even more than that, like I've met people now that were from barrios and grew up in neighborhoods. Like I'll name neighborhoods, but this isn't it, right? But like Wedgwood, Hollywood, those type of barrios. And now they're like chief of the fire department. You know what I mean? And never went that route. Was never gang banging. Just did good. And those are the people that I also want to emphasize in what I'm doing with the nonprofit. I want to bring those people to these kids too and show them, like, look, this vato's a firefighter, but he grew up in this neighborhood. So that shows you that just because you're growing up in a barrio doesn't mean you have to take the barrio route. You know what I mean? And you don't have to go to prison and go through all this stuff and then change your life. You can be somebody from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us take the route that we do, and then once we're 40 fucking something years old, then we're like, okay, I'm different now, or I'm Christian, or whatever it is that you become. But now we've lost those 20 years in between, when the reality is just because you're from a barrio doesn't mean you have to go through all that. You can actually be the one that, becomes somebody.
Well, not just that.
Even from through that shit.
Also, like kids that have parents like that just because your parents did like my son. We look at him. Yeah. I mean, he's nothing like his dad's past. You know what I mean? Like, just because his dad was in prison doesn't mean that he has to follow that route. Doesn't mean he has to be that. So a lot of kids need to understand also, like, just because your parents were doing, you have to be, or just because you live in this area doesn't mean you have to turn out that way. So yeah, it's easier said than done.
I tell you what, it's a lot more rewarding to be a father, a family man, a worker, all them other things, than anything else I ever. Yeah, I love her. Than anything else I ever did, bro. I mean, no matter what I thought I accomplished in that other world, at the end of the day, I sat in fucking solitary confinement for fucking, I don't know how many, 10 years. I mean, I sat in the hole just staring at four walls. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's no comparison, bro, to the real feeling of accomplishment, and of life. Just living, bro, is being out here, being able to get up and walk to the fucking store if you want to, you know what I mean? Or stay in or whatever. You don't have to be sitting on your bunk at 7:00 to make sure you get wrecked that day. And, it's just, there's so much little things that we take for granted now out here that, we forget about while we're in there. G Thought said, oh, I'm sorry, Dispensa. Jesus Torres said, that's what's up, OG Conversations. G Thought said, yes, happy birthday to your son, Jovan. You did a great job raising him. Cricket too, sorta. LOL.
Oh, thank you. He's proud of his dad, even though he knows he did what he had to do. But my son, he's just so like, he's so not us. This kid is just so sweet and loving and just kind and just, I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
he's a good kid.
Miss G says, Sergio, correct me if I'm wrong. Cricket is wearing his tan turtleneck, right? It's a white shirt. White pro club t-shirt. There's no turtleneck.
I don't know if that's Pro Club.
This is pro club.
I think it's from Old Navy. Okay, maybe it's Pro
Shut up.
Club.
Steven Martinez said 9 years is a great accomplishment. My great accomplishment is being drug free for 13 years now. Happy birthday to your son. That
Oh,
is an
good.
accomplishment, bro.
Yeah.
Addiction is a motherfucker, bro. And I mean all the whole that whole world on that side, bro. When we get away from it, it's a huge accomplishment. Sergio said, Miss G, I believe you're correct. There you go, fool. Mike's World, what's up, brother? He said, what's up, Cricks?
Oh, well,
Mike's World.
party time.
How you doing, brother? Sergio said, Mike's World, excellent.
Oh, that's what it is.
Mike's World says, Sergio, what's up, bro? Miss G said, G Thoughts is on a roll tonight. I know.
I know,
Sergio said,
right? I think he's been saving it. All of it.
Sergio said, shit, my parents stopped buying me shit when I was like 13.
Oh,
Yeah, well, me too, bro. I was already locked up at 13. Prince Julian, what's up? You put the American flag. There you go.
okay.
Okay, I'll put that right there.
Little
Burkina
American.
said, Sergio, yeah, I didn't ask my parents for nothing at that age. I already knew the answer.
Oh
Yeah. Well,
no.
my son still asked. The little fucker still gets it too because of this one.
You you guys don't understand. This is my baby. Like, and me and Mijo, like, he's my only child, but I have a different bond with him because it was just me and him till his dad got out. It was just me and him for 13 years. That's it. Like, he was, my little rock, and we leaned on each other, and it just, we went through it, so I don't want to get emotional, but yeah.
Jesus Torres said, personal question, Cricket. I'm a believer. Where are you on your journey of life? So I'm not a believer, bro. And I don't say that out of ignorance or hatred, right? I know that that's one of the things that is taboo to talk about, you know what I mean? But, we're having an honest discussion. I don't believe that to be a good person, you have to be a believer into religion and stuff. I went many, many years where I read everything, bro. I've read the Bible tons of times. I've read the Talmud. I read everything, bro. Anything you could think of, I've read it. Going into Zachariah Sitchin's books, going into everything, right? So talking about the Anunnaki, whatever you can think about, I've read it. And I've just come to the conclusion that for me, it's not a plausible theory. It's just not. But I don't I don't fault anybody else for what they believe. I don't down anybody else. I respect everybody's beliefs. I just don't feel that, and I also don't think that you have to um be that in order, like I said, to be a good person. You make the decisions and the choices in your life. So I do obviously think that the teachings that are in the Bible and all of these other books are valid. It's obviously good to live your life according to those words. I mean, that's just common sense, and I'm with that. Um, I'm just not really a faithful person. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just live by faith. I need proof, and maybe that's a fault of mine, but it is what it is. And but it doesn't change anything. And what I like about it, not what I like about it. I mean, that's just me. But what I've come to realize is when I talk to kids about the gangs and stuff, some of them are turned off when you bring up the religion side because they're still young. They haven't reached that point yet, and that kind of gets them. So when I can talk about it aside from that, you know what I'm saying? I think it opens them up a little bit more for a conversation. And some it doesn't. Some religion does open them up. It just there's different. It's I think there's a little bit of everybody in everybody, and I think we can all help each other in whatever ways we can. Nevertheless, I think like I said, you don't have to be a good person. You make good choices. You don't have to have
Well,
that.
a good example is, like our son. He was born and raised Catholic. But now he's gone away from religion, and he's open to it, but he's just not anymore. He's kind of like his dad. He's kind of like Manuel, but my son's a good kid. He's a good person. He could never hurt a fly. I mean, he thinks of blood and will pass out. I mean, he's just a kind, soft kid, So he's a hard worker, and he does what he needs to do, and he's nice to people, and he's a good human being. And like, I am religious, but like Manuel said, you don't have to be religious to be a good person. You wake up every day and make good decisions, make smart decisions, be the best person that you can be, and that's all. That's it.
Yeah. Porque so my kids don't hold back though. They ask for tax and everything. Agent Orange said cousins
Funny.
were some are from Shelltown, 38, rolling 70, so east of National City reunion were a trip. Yeah. I got family from everywhere too out here, and I got family in California. But I just, I think we all have some that are, some that aren't. But again, it just comes back to the point that everybody makes their own decisions, and hopefully we can get a lot of these kids to make the right decision. The right decision for themselves. It's going to the pinta, going through that whole life is is tough. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of heartache and sadness.
I just think that a lot of these kids need somebody to look up to. A lot of parents, they gamble with their kids' lives. They act crazy, so then their kids are growing up the wrong way. I think these kids need somebody, an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a grandparent, somebody that's going to step in and say, hey, you know what? Your parents might not be able to right now, but we got you. Just to show them some, structure, some discipline, things like that. And, a lot of these kids, I look at them and I'm like, let me see who your parents are. And I look at the parents and I'm like, God, baby, you never had a chance. You know what I mean? Like, look at that's who. Okay, great. Now I know why. Now I know what's going on.
I mean, most of us know that have been through it. Is the we all. I mean, those of us that have been through it, people that go to prison that are involved in this world, usually come from broken homes. We don't have that adult mentor, that adult guidance, and the ones that we have are vale vergas. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the barrio, the guys that make it out, the ones that become the chief of the fucking firehouse or that go be somebody, doctors, lawyers, and all that, they usually don't come back to the neighborhood. The ones that do are the ones that parole back to their mom's house. So they're back in the barrio. And those are the stories we're hearing when we're little kids. We got these fucking idiots getting out the joint telling us how cool it was. And, that's
Or
just.
you have that 50-year-old guy in the neighborhood still who lives with his mom, and he's holding on to high school popularity.
Yeah.
That one thing that he did, I mean, never was anything, but still holding on to that one thing and brags about it to little kids and people in the neighborhood. And then you get guys his age also that hype each other up. And that's what it is. And that's what's hurting these kids in the neighborhood. That's what's hurting, just people out there in public, because a lot of them are out there on YouTube doing it. And it's sad because they're listening to them. Yeah. Somebody can just turn on YouTube and say, oh, look at this guy. And oh, he was about it. And it's like, no, he wasn't. And he's 50 and he shouldn't be talking like he is.
Yeah.
And it's just messed up. It really is.
Critter May said, good night. God bless. Good night, brother.
Oh, good night.
Appreciate you, homeboy. Chita said, Cricket, stop with the turtlenecks, bro. Okay. LOL.
Okay.
Miss G said, question, did you get a hold of Tom with the crosses? I gave him a new name on YouTube, Guardian Angels. Please call. He has been expecting a call. Mention my name. He will take you serious and do you right. I haven't, and I apologize. We've been going through all this stuff, but I did take a picture when you sent that the number, and then I deleted it. So I do have his number, and I will give him a call. I'm sorry that I haven't. I know I've been telling you that I was. Excuses. We've been going through this shit, and
You're just full of it, man. I'm not gonna sit here and be on your side on that one.
Jovan says she's gonna call him tomorrow, so
because I will. If it was me, I would have already.
I'll call him. I saw it. I apologize.
This guy.
Shut the fuck up.
No, because I'm not part of that.
Okay, then shut the fuck up.
You're a liar and a fat mouth, and I'm not part of that.
I'll call Miss G. Agent Orange said 4 of them lost lives from gun violence. Yeah. Jesus Torres said Pro 5 or better, Cricket. Actually, I think this shirt is a Pro 5. Is it Pro Club or Pro 5, babe? Look it. Well, get the fucking tag.
Don't talk to me like that.
Get the tag.
Don't talk to me like that.
Shit up.
What's wrong with you?
What is it?
Pro. No. Just says pro.
Does it have a big 5 around the Pro?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It has a bunch of X's. Oh.
Really?
Just kidding. What?
Fucking shit. Surgeon said, Old Navy, damn, you fancy now.
So we went to Walmart yesterday to get him some compression socks because his fat legs. And they had large to extra large, and I'm like, dude, you need like a 4X in socks because his legs are swollen and his feet.
And she's saying this shit under her fucking breath.
I'm like, oh no, I'm talking to myself. I'm like, no, he's gonna need like an X large. I've been having so much fun with that.
Lorena said, hello, everyone. What's up, Lorena? How you doing?
Oh, hello.
Been a minute. Gita said, Cricket, I miss you and Giovanna's positive energy. Thank you, brother.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's mostly mine, bro.
You know it's really me.
You know it's mostly me. You see her over here talking shit about my XXX and all this shit. Fuck you, Sergio. Gita said, hi, Lorena. Daniel Pina said, now I don't feel so bad. My daughter's turning 23 and I'm still buying her clothes. Spoiled brat. I'm telling you,
because there are babies, right? And you want them to have everything that you didn't. Well, I had it, but Manuel didn't have that growing up. So, you want to give your kids what you didn't have.
Yeah, I know, Jesus. He said, she's talking shit, Cricket. I know, bro. You ain't been on here before. That's all she does.
This is mild. This is nice.
Lorena said, yes, happy birthday to your son. He will forever be your baby.
Yeah.
I told him this weekend I'm going to take him on Friday to buy him a few outfits and shoes and shit for his birthday. He's going to be flying back home in a few days. Well, probably another week, but yeah. Jesus Torres said, thank you, Cricket, for having the courage to answer that question. Yeah, Simon, bro. Mike's World said, most physicists are non-believers. Neil deGrasse Tyson has a great outlook on afterlife. Yeah, I've heard his.
Afterlife?
Yeah.
So, okay.
No, but he's not talking about that reincarnation. They're talking about death, afterlife.
Oh, okay. So, because I want to know if I have had a past life. And what I recently came across is that if you don't have a birthmark, you most likely didn't have a past life.
And I think she saw that on TikTok.
I think I heard it on Joe Rogan. So anyway, I don't have a birthmark, so I don't think I had a past life. And of course, Manuel here, I want to go see this guy in California who only charges $1,500 to tell me what my past life was, but he doesn't like
$1,500 so he can supposedly hypnotize her and tell her about her past life.
And he does research, and he comes with facts and names and
yes,
numbers.
Facts. Okay. But if you haven't had one, then what does he give you your money back?
Well, I don't know.
Because you don't have a birthmark.
Do you have to do it like that? Stupid face.
Fuck. I've seen that though, Mike's World, brother. I've looked into a lot of that, highly. Like I said, I've read so many books. I mean, even into the shit she's talking about with the, when you're talking about past lives, y la madre, that's mostly an Indian thing. But like I said, I've looked into it all. It's just I've come to my conclusions. Indian from India, the Talmud and all that, they believe in that. That's why they don't eat cows, and that's why
I'm gonna look at my ancestry and see if I have anything that's like from India.
They also don't. Have you ever seen when you go to? They have like those they're not churches, but whatever, we'll call it a church, where they're full of rats.
Oh.
And they're running around, but they're like sacred because they think people have fucking died and turned into rats. Yeah, it's great. Jesus Torres said, I hear you, brother. He actually appeared to me in a vision while I was awake. That's what it took for me to be a believer. Hey, and like I said, bro, to each his own. Like, I can't knock nobody because anything is possible. You know what I mean? And I come to that. I'm open minded. Nothing is in my head is not just, there's no way. Like, I'm not that type of vato. Um, it's just for me right now, I don't see it. You know what I mean? But Agent Orange said, I grew up in a religious household. Mom did not continue it with my family, but how can you tell me God was looking out for you, but yet person behind me took one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, listen, there's so many reasons to not, and then there's so many reasons to. You know what I mean? That's why the debate it's just not a good thing to
Yeah.
debate.
I think whatever works for you,
That's it.
that's it. That's all that matters.
Yeah. What I don't like is the people that judge and that speak. You know what I mean? Like, I've said this before that I'm not a believer, and then all of a sudden I get comments where, like, well, then you're going to hell. You don't know the way, and I'm like, bro, what?
And like me, like I'm a little religious, and I believe he doesn't. I mean, and so if I have to wave goodbye to him when I'm going up to the pearly gates, and that's what I'm doing, like, hey, bye.
And my thing is, what the fuck do you care? You know what I'm saying? Why you got to come on here and comment and talk down to me? Like, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna believe what I want to believe. I'm gonna live the life according to how I want to live it. And if that means that I don't get whatever it is that you get, then hey, that's my bad. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand the judgment and the talking down to by the people that are supposedly the ones that love and care and all that stuff. So that's my only thing. You see, Jesus said, so I understand what you say, Cricket. Agent Orange said, like the old saying goes, there are no atheists in a foxhole. So true. Could be true. Agent 100 in Mike's World. Big motherfucker laughing. Mike's World laughing. Jesus Torres said, she's talking shit, Cricket. I know. She always talking shit, bro.
Like, you guys, you had to have been there. Even my son was laughing hard. He's like, God, Mom, leave Dad alone. Because he was like, I was popping my son's back, and massaging him and stuff. And I was like, I would do yours, babe, but if you lay down, you're short of breath. And I was just like, you're a little short on a lot of things. You're short in height, short on breath, short on cash. He was short on cash yesterday. I don't know. It was a whole thing. You had to have been there. It was funny.
Even if you were there, it wasn't funny.
It was funny. We were
Agent
laughing.
Orange said, Cricket, how many psychopaths did you run into taking away gangster affiliation? Man, probably quite a few. And even gangster affiliated vatos I ran into that were beyond just gang stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Did you say like more than 10?
More than 10 psychopaths. I don't know. It's hard to judge, bro. It's hard to remember and see them for that, because when you're in that environment in the pinta, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers ain't free to just be psychopaths. You know what I mean? They could talk a good game. There's people, there's all kinds of fools that just talk like they're the biggest killers in the world, but they're in there for, possession of a weapon, some bullshit. Um, so it's hard to tell in that case. But I have been around some. I mean, I'll tell you for sure, Sinner, Johnny Farinas, he was a Garnan, he was a Mexican Mafia member, and me and him were on the streets together. And he was only on the streets for 2 months, and he picked up. And I may even be low because I don't know all of them, but he did like 9 muertes in that amount of time. And what's got you was they were not muertes that were like when I say this, I don't mean that any are, but in that world, they were not justified. You know what I'm saying? These were not sanctioned muertes that you can look at and say, "Orale, that's what we do." He would just whack fools like, and I've told some of the stories on here that of how it happened. Some of those happened, and it got to the point where I wouldn't hang out with him. I told him, "Nah, bro, you want to kick it? Come to my house. If we got to put in work, then I'm going. If you just want to go to a bar, I'm not doing that because I'm not running away from another homicide tonight. Like, it's not fun." And the vato was just crazy like that. It was gacho. I didn't like it, and so I would put him on that list easily. Jesus Torres said, you need to pick it up. OG, back to the workout. Yeah, I know. Porque said, from long socks to compression socks. Yeah. I still wear my long socks, bro, but yeah, they're gonna be black now.
That's how That's how you know you're getting up there in age.
Compression sucks. Agent Orange laughing. The hypnotized stuff can be dangerous in Mike's world.
That's what some people say, and then some people say it's like you're not supposed to do that. It's against the religion.
Patricia said, "I'll do it for $300."
Can you do you really know how? No, seriously.
Sergio said only $1,500. I know she's crazy.
This
Like
guy was
we don't fucking shit money.
He was on that show,
Oh,
Lifetime show or whatever.
oh,
Okay, they don't just put anybody on there.
no,
Oh, don't talk to me like that.
they don't just put anybody on TV.
No, it was like an actual station. I think it was LMN or Lifetime, or it was one of those shows. I'll see you on there.
You see Kim Kardashian on there? What is she fucking good at? Big motherfucker. I rest my case. Big motherfucker said, "No, Jovan, you didn't have papers even in your past life. Keep dreaming."
Wow.
She's a dreamer. He said, "Big motherfucker said, see, I just saved you $1,500."
Wow.
Agent Orange said, "Instead of trying to save you, they criticize you." Yeah, that's one of the. I think that's one of the biggest turnoffs. I think with that Hale. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a person to speak down to you, even if you're a confused individual, like, people may look at me and say, "Listen, I'm not stupid, bro. I know what people think and say and all that drama, right?" With people like me that talk about this, right? Because everybody believes what they believe and they believe it wholeheartedly. They think they're right, just like I do. So there are people that look at me and say, "Man, he's just lost. He's gonna end up in hell." And da, da, da. But in that case, instead of sympathizing or empathizing or saying, "Damn, que gacho, hey, bro, you should look into this thing." Instead, they want to say, "Oh, you're going to hell. You're not a good person. Without Jesus, there's no way," and all this stuff. And it's just like that's more of a turnoff, bro. That makes you want to even say, "Fuck what you talking about, bro. I don't. You don't dictate what I believe and see and do," and you know what I'm saying. And I don't know, bro. It's just I just think that there's a way to talk to people and a way to do them type of things. And you're never gonna change anybody's mind. It's got to be on them. That's why I think that's one of the oldest sayings. You don't debate religion and politics. You're never gonna change nobody's mind. Mike's World said, "I met two bros in New Mexico that chopped up two dudes with an axe. They were cool as hell." Yeah, well, I've met a bunch of fools that did that type of hale. But I don't think that's necessarily psychopathic. You know what I mean? That's just sometimes just taking care of business. But it's the people that do it and they do it out of pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Gleefully. Um, I think that's what's psychopathic. I'm not sure if just whacking fools is necessarily psychopathic. Maybe it's antisocial. Maybe there's other issues there for sure. But psychopathic, I think that's more of where you know an individual enjoys doing that hale, and I think that's a lot rarer than just.
I think you enjoy making me mad sometimes. What would you call that?
No, yeah, I definitely do.
Oh, great. Well, at least we're being honest here.
Yeah, fuck what you talking about.
Oh, great.
Ray Diaz, just tapping in real quick. Say hi to everybody. I hope you're doing good, cricket and white fans. What's up, Ray?
Hey, Ray. It's been a minute.
It has. How you doing, bro?
I hope you're well.
Miss G said, "Hey, Ray." Daniel Pena said, "Quick question, Crick. Ever do time in the walls? If so, remember someone they called Crazy Jimmy?" Yeah, I do. I did time in the walls, and that was my first spot,
Crazy
actually.
Jimmy?
And I do remember Crazy Jimmy. One of the oldest. I think he was there for almost his whole life. Is that the one you're talking about? I'm not sure if the one you're talking about is the one that they tried to release and he didn't want to get out.
What?
May not be who you're talking about, but I do remember. I do remember a few vatos there that were. I remember there was one. I think it was Crazy Jimmy. But yeah, I did my first couple years in the walls, bro. When I first went in 1995. Ray Diaz said, "Hi, Miss G." Sean Soriano said, "What up, Big Cricket? What's up, brother? How you doing?" Agent Orange said, "Not all killers are psychopaths." No, I believe that for sure. I mean, I don't think I'm psychopath. I think I did what I did because it was a necessity not necessity in that way, but for the life I had chose. You know what I'm saying? It was something that I chose to be a part of, and that was an obligation that was a part of it. But I didn't take pleasure in it. I didn't, there was no personal feelings. I really didn't even know about those, except for one. I did not like him very much, but I didn't take, it wasn't joyful or nothing. Agent Orange said, no, oh, Dispensa. Gita said, Jovan, give me $1,000 and I'll make up something good about your past life. I'll tell you, was Queen Cleopatra. If you want, you won't even need to go all the way to California, and I'll give you a $500 discount.
No, thank you. I want to go to. I want to see this guy. I want to, you know.
Believe, said Cheetahs. Maxwell said, these guys picked up 2 hitchhikers by Galena and they had an argument, cut them up at their house. Very rural area. That's crazy. Yeah. I knew about those. He's from Ligas out here. Wilo, Adam Cerna. He he killed the ruca so his jefita was like on hospice. He whacked the ruca that was taking care of her. Did same thing. He like chopped off her arms, legs, and head, burnt the body, but he burnt it in the damn trash can, like the trash can outside. So it kind of like melted some of the trash can. So when the garbage man came to pick it up, he stood out there and like told the garbage man, "Hey man, I was burning a pig. I kind of messed up the trash can. Can you just take it and bring us a new one?" So the dude took the trash can, but he was curious and he looked and he seen that it was a body. And they booked Willow that next day. But it was the same thing. He chopped off the head, the legs, the arm, all of that. It was that was a trip. Adam Cerna. He was up on the 6th floor with me. And I knew him from before when we were in the joint before all that. His brother too, Dolphin. They're from the Ligas. Daniel Pina said, yeah, that's the guy. He used to talk to his pancakes in the chow hall. Yeah, yeah. He was there forever, bro. Yeah, he was there forever. He didn't want to get out. Well, they released him and then he came back in. Patricia Gonzalez said,
his pancakes.
yeah, he was just nutty. There was so many crazy people though in the joint. But again, I don't think that's psychopathic. I think that there's just people that were crazy because I don't think he was a maton. Patricia Gonzalez said, I'll tell you that in your past life, you were the best chef ever. Damn.
That was a good one. Well, I wish I was, because then
how come none of that shit carried over, Patricia?
No, hold on. Maybe that makes sense. So now this new life, I'm opposite from what I used to be. That makes sense now. Yeah, that makes sense. Now you got me thinking. Well, too bad you didn't get my past life. So now you have to deal with this new life. Get you a little Happy Meal and a hug.
Now,
call it a day.
And now I got anemia.
Call it a day. Stop saying that, you guys. He keeps saying, I'm dying.
I am.
You're not dying. Stop.
You don't know.
Yeah, I do know. Hold on. What's that guy's name right here? Look at. How do you say that? Bertrand?
Damien Bertrand.
That's the guy. Look him up, you guys.
Don't look him up. Don't give him publicity. This woman is ridiculous.
Damien Bertrand.
Get out of here.
Just Google my past life, episode 1, and it'll show.
Ooh, what is this fool talking about? You fucking fucking Sergio. Patricia said, I'll tell you that in your past. Oh, so Gita said, I got a good one for you, Cricks. What's up? Patricia said, take iron. Yeah, they prescribed me iron, Patricia, 325 milligrams. They gave me 100 pills. They told me to take 2 a day for 50 days. But I got to follow up with my other person. They said I was at a number 7. I don't know if you know what that means. I didn't. But he said that if I would have been a number 6, I would have needed a blood transfusion. Anything under 6. So see, I was close to dying.
This guy,
No, serio though, I hid it from Jovan and from everybody. I didn't want to tell anybody because I thought it was my liver. That's the truth. I thought it was my liver because when I Googled it, it said that was one of the symptoms of liver cirrhosis or heart failure. Now, obviously, being in the pinta, tattoos, all that stuff, liver is an issue. And
and then they told him about like his breathing and his nose. It's allergies.
well, no, it's also from that though, from
That too.
the red blood cells. But yeah, some allergies too because of coming back to the finiquera. But but yeah, definitely. I what was I saying right now? The iron number 7 dying. Oh, so I thought it was my liver, and so I didn't want to tell Jovan or anybody because I was like, damn, my liver's going into failure, and I'm like, I probably don't got much longer to. I already told this story in the beginning of this, Hale, but I thought it was more serious than it was, and then when the doctor came in and told me what it was, I'm like, man, that sucks. So I'm not dying in like 2 weeks. He's like, no, you're not. I'm like, fuck. Not that I wanted to, but it would have been like, it was more like a movie. I wanted a little bit of drama.
Oh, please stop. Please stop.
And then they save me the last minute. I get the blood, I get the liver transplant and everything.
Oh my
And
God.
I live to be 90,
You have issues. What's wrong with you?
And then the fucking Raiders pick me up and I go and
What's wrong with you?
It's a movie.
You
Why
have
not?
issues.
Heart Life, what's up, fool? He says, sup, y'all?
Oh, hello.
Sergio said, Muffin, Jojo, what's up? Jojo AZ's in the house. Saludos, tapping in from work. Are not busy as fuck overnight contracts. That's feeding me, bro. At least you got that going on. I got a new job too, brother. Been living firme. Got a good job going on out here. Living in the Finiquera again. Mark Gonzaga, my wife is number 4. She gets blood transfusion. Does she? Yeah, they said I was 7, bro. So my number, the number, whatever was 7. Whatever it was, 7. Um, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. They put me on the iron pills, but Walgreens was out of them, so I'm waiting for them to fill my prescription.
Have a freaking burger and call it a night.
So I just bought a bunch of. It's serious, bitch. Look, he just said his wife's getting blood transfusions. What the fuck?
You're not though.
But I could. I'm at 7. If I drop to 6,
She's
that's
at
it.
4.
If I drop to 6, I'm dead.
She's at 4. You're at 7.
What are you at?
I don't know, man.
Okay, but you don't need pills. It's fucking serious. Take me serious, fucker.
But then, okay, you remember that. Then.
No, don't.
No, you remember that.
No, I don't want to hear for shit.
I'll take you serious.
No, fuck
but you. Remember that.
Jojo AZ said, all love, Grillo. Prayers your way always. Thank you, brother. Jesus Torres says, don't say that, Cricket, you're not dying. As you know, words have power. You're still needed in this world. You need to work out. That's what it is. Yeah, I know, bro. Yeah. I went and bought the little iron 27 milligram iron pills from Walmart just for now because they gave me it's a 325 milligram prescription, but Walgreens don't have it. So I gotta wait till they fill the prescription. So for now, I just bought their shit, taking a bunch of them and take a handful a night, and I'm cool. Mike's World, he's laughing. What's up? Daniel Pina said, iron pills or burgers? I'm doing both, bro. Gives me an excuse to eat more fucking Jack in the Box, man. They don't have Jack in the Box where I was. I came back home and I've been tearing that shit up. Agent Orange says science is amazing too. Go get a wick they give them to pregnant. They give them to pregnant women. Iron pill. I know the fucking pill bottle that I bought from Walmart last night said on there prenatal some shit.
On WIC. Well, my mom worked for the WIC office.
Yeah.
So I had WIC for.
Yeah, but they did my blood work, all my blood work, and even my liver enzymes were good. Like I said, I thought my liver was going into failure because, listen, it's out of the blue. Bro. I have no medical problems, and just these last like 5-6 months, my feet have been swelling out of nowhere. And, that goes away, it comes back, goes away. But now these last like 2 months, 3 months that I've been here in the Finiquera, they swole up and they're stuck. And I didn't tell Jovan, I'm wearing flip-flops and slippers.
You guys ever see like a baby's like chunky little feet? That's what his feet look like.
So I don't tell her nothing because I don't want her worrying. You know what I'm saying? And in my head, I'm thinking it's my liver going into failure. So I'm like, I don't want her to, know that I'm dying. I'm just going to, just die, whatever. So that's what I just started, I'm just whatever, And in my head, though, I'm thinking, okay, I need to make sure that I work and save a little bit out of each paycheck, so when I go, I can leave her some feria to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of, and all the little bullshit you got to think about. But I don't want to tell her because she's a spaz case, bro. She'll start worrying and tripping, and you know. So, but then finally, it went up my legs. My damn calves were fucking. My calves are hard, Like they got so big, they're like the skin is tight, hard. My knees are fucking hard. So I'm like, man, I just need to go to the doctor. So I finally tell her, I'm like, listen, man, I've been keeping this shit from you, but my legs are all swollen up, you know what I mean? And when I think it might be my liver. So for the last few weeks, she'd be like, you need to go to the doctor, you need to go to the doctor. And I'm like, no, 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 not yet, not yet, not yet. So finally this weekend we went, and I just need a hamburger. Burqueño said meat. I'm telling you, meat. Shit changed my life, my weight, and my mood. Yeah, I'm about to get on the keto diet.
It's keto.
I don't think it is.
I
It's
think
keto
it's keto.
because it's talking about ketosis.
It's keto. That's
It's
how they
keto
pronounce it.
because it's ketosis is what your body goes into, so it's got to be keto. Good try
You
though.
don't always have to be right.
I know, but I'm right on this
No,
case.
you're not.
I wasn't right about
Sooner than
dying.
rather.
Chita said, "Yo,
Sooner than rather.
yeah, Chris, I think I'm dying from my liver." Hey, so they did my the whole blood thing, right? The only thing that was gacho was that the liver. I mean, not liver, cachingao. The iron and my hemoglobin, which is the red blood cells. It's the same hale, right? Those two things, and then my liver enzymes. I think they said 40 is like where you're supposed to be. I'm at 50. So they're slightly elevated, but not bad. And so I'm like, damn, I guess it ain't my liver. Mark Gonzaga said it can be life threatening if you don't manage it. See?
Oh, don't for other people, not you.
I know. I'm a machine, bro.
You're
23 years old, brother.
my God.
Chita said, I'm doing what I can to make my liver healthy, but I won't lie. I'm nervous. Me too, Jitas. I think I'm going to go through the treatment, bro. I think I'm going to do the treatment as soon as I get as soon as my insurance kicks in at work. I'm on the 90-day probation because I just started the jale. But in 90 days, I can get my insurance and everything. I think I'm going to do the treatment, bro. Let me see. Daniel Pina said, we're men. We need beef. Yeah, I know. Jesus Torres a question, Cricket. Did you ever touch down on East Unit Florence Complex? No, I never went to East Unit, bro. I wanted to. I always heard East Unit was nice. I started in the Paderes. I was in the walls. I went down to Reining Unit. From Reining, I went to Meadows, and then that's when they turned those yards into sex offender yards. So I left Meadows and I went to Santa Rita in Tucson. And then from Santa Rita, I went to Steiner and Buckeye. They had just opened it in 2000. And then a jale happened there in Steiner, and I went to the hole, and then I got out on Barchi, stay right there in Buckeye también. And then I went home, and when I went back, I went to I was on Cheyenne out in Yuma, and then I got locked down again, and I was in SMU 1. I was in VCU and SMU 1 until the feds picked me up on my new case, and then I went off to the feds. So I did my last 9 years in the Pinta and the feds, bro, not in the state. Agent Orange said today started acupuncture for service-related injuries, and it was uncomfortable as fuck. Did really?
Ooh.
See, I did acupuncture when I was a kid, bro. I got jumped when I was a kid and messed my back up, and my jefita took me to get a chiropractor, and he would do acupuncture. He would stick the shit in my back, these needles, and then he would use this little electric thing, and he'd shoot electricity into the needles down into my back. Um, it was uncomfortable, but when it was over, it felt good. Like my shit would all feel loose. You know what I mean? Heart Life. He said, "Glad you're going to live.
That is.
Let's get this wedding." Your ass is loose.
I'm not.
Heart Life said, "Glad you're going to live. Let's get this wedding done." Yeah, I know.
Right.
We're gonna, bro. As soon as Cricket, you need to stop. What you need is to lose weight. Yeah, I know, bro. I got fat, bro. I got out when I got out the Pinta. Shit, I got out of. I was like at 160 pounds, but I was working out I would run, lift weights. I was working out 3 times a day, bro. And then I got out, and my ruka and my son
Don't blame me.
got me back to eating trash. Look, this is when I got out. Right there's about. I had been out about a month right there, maybe 2 months. Not about a month. Right there, we're at Miami Beach. That's when I first got out. But yeah, those days are over. No, I need to get back to it though, bro. I do need to start working out, lose weight and shit. I feel uncomfortable now. You know what I mean?
I
Daniel,
like you also.
Daniel Pina. But see, now I'm fucking dying. So Daniel Pina said I went through the shock incarceration program at East Unit. Got me fit, but did nothing else for me, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I wanted to go through shock, bro. When I first got busted, I thought they were because I was a juvenile. And I remember most of them, when they turned 18, they would send them there, but they stopped shock. Shock ended while I was on the 6th floor in Madison waiting to get sentenced. They ended up doing away with the shock program. Sergio said, off topic, I've been stuck on Jolly Ranchers and Dr. Pepper for like 4 months now. You'd swear I was tweaking.
You know what I've been stuck on the past like 3 months? It's watermelon.
Yeah, watermelon's good.
I buy a watermelon like every 2 days. And that's really like my breakfast or lunch. Like I've just been on this watermelon kick. It's just so good.
Yeah. Jesus Torres said Meadows, 2007. I was there that year at the end of it. 2007. Yeah, I was on Meadows it was 1998. Um, and then when was it? April of 99. They turned it over to for the sex offenders, and I went to Santa Rita. But I was there in '98. Um, I was only on Meadows for like 10 months before they turned it over. But they had the bakery right there. I did a computer class while I was there. Chino was there with me. Jesse Kanui. Agent Orange said, "Oh, okay. I'm glad they hear that. I'll stick it out."
Yeah. About that.
Yeah, yeah. It was. It felt good after. It does feel uncomfortable though, but it was nice. It felt good
Oh, you
after.
think? Sticking stuff in you. Shooting.
I'm gonna stick something in you. Shut the fuck
Oh
up.
my god.
Sergio said, "Watermelon and Jolly Ranchers are the same thing." White fence. All right, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. We thank you guys. We appreciate everybody. It's been an hour and a half. My nose is all stuffed up. I gotta
He's
blow
got,
my
the
nose.
allergies and sinuses, you guys. And he walks around with this little
Yeah, I got my little nose spray.
mix.
Man, I'm all fucked up. Patricia said, for the liver, look into milk thistle. You know what? I heard about that, Patricia. I tried to get it in the feds. Um, I asked the doctor if they would give me permission to get milk thistle because I had heard it was good for the liver, and they wouldn't let me get it. But I haven't done it since I've been out. I should, just to take it as a supplement. I always heard milk thistle was good for your liver, though.
Hey guys, I snuck a picture of his legs.
You're not putting that picture up. Fucking crazy. Mark Gonzaga said, "Don't talk about the 6th floor. It's been really hot lately." I know, bro. 6th floor used to suck, eh? I did so much time on the 6th floor because I was there as a juvenile. Then when I came back as an adult, because I was a carnal, they kept me up there STG'd. But
That's where you fell in love with me.
yeah, that's where I met this one, and now I got fucking anemia.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
See, 6th floor saved your life because that's where when you met me.
I used to sit on the 6th floor, bro. I'd get up on the top bunk and let that little bit of air that came out that shit hit you. You just lay up there in your little fucking pink boxers, just dying.
Wow, sounds dreadful. Anyways, real quick recap, guys. We got like 5 days on this fundraiser for the back to school. Even if you have $5 or $1, whatever will help. We're going to be setting up at a school, an elementary school, K-8 in Phoenix. We're not going to say the name of it just yet, but we're going to be there for their parent-teacher night. We're going to have a table set up with all this, all these school supplies. It's first come, first serve. So as much as we can get, the more, the better. And then we also have kids that we have to send backpacks to out of state. So whatever we raise, it's going to be divided into that. So
Yeah, we so far I think, like I said, we've raised about $1,100, $1,200. In 6 days, we're going to the parent teacher conference at the school. We'll show you guys pictures the next day. We'll post up pictures of everything we do there. They're letting us have a table or a booth with our with the nonprofits logo and all the information. Um, so we're gonna go and we're gonna hand out these supplies to these kids and give them all this stuff, and it's gonna be a good thing. So we'll show you guys, anybody that wants to be involved. If you want to still donate or anything, we still need it. We're still gonna buy all the stuff this week, get it all out there to them and get it ready. Anybody that may have a business, if you want to sponsor, and we can put all your logo and everything up on the booth at the school too.
Or if you guys want to buy the supplies and then meet up, if you're in Arizona, we can, or Phoenix area, we can meet up, and you can, if you want to go shopping for this stuff, that's fine.
Yep.
Also,
Or send it to
or
us. We'll
send
figure
it
it
to us,
out.
whatever. But
Glue sticks, whatever you can think of as far as
paper,
K through.
backpacks,
We're talking
anything.
about K through 12 or K through 8.
K through 8.
K through 8 school supplies. Whatever you can think about, whatever you can think of, that's what we need. So I mean, the more the better. We're just, as much as we can get these kids, that's what we're trying to do. Um, and that's what we're gonna continue to do. Thank you guys. We appreciate everybody again for being here tonight. Fuck it, Miss G. Always have a good night. I'll get to you in a minute. Don't talk about the sick. Oh, Sergio said, "Have a good night, everyone." Patricia said, "Good night. Hope you get better soon." Miss G said, "Yeah, we see mocos." Jawan, please call Tom.
You know what? I am, now that I'm taking that away from him, and I'm gonna do that, Miss G.
Jesus Torres says Spider from Garfield was there. Some vato named Tigre. I don't know who Spider is. I know there was a carnal named Tigre, but I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. But I don't know who Spider from Garfield is. Daniel Pina said, "Good night, guys. Take care. Until next time, cook this man some ribs."
Well, some of you guys send me some
Is that
recipes on how to cook him some meat.
Is that red meat, bro? Ribs?
Yeah.
Heart Life Phoenix said, "Heck yeah. See y'all soon. Good night."
Good night.
Art Lopez, what's up, brother? He said, "Just got home, tuned in. Cuba Spider and White Picket fans. What's up, brother? We're out of here already, brother, but we appreciate you coming in and kicking it."
Oh, hello.
Jesus Torres said, "Much love." I said, "No, I wasn't there. That's when the yard was all bad." No, I know. I remember it changed back later, a few years later. It didn't last long when they turned it like that. Miss G said, "Another great live. Hit the like button for our homeboy and homegirl Shorty."
Miss G.
Burkeda said, "Good night. Appreciate your time. The both of you. Good hearing from you. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll probably be on the next 5 nights because we're on this countdown for these kids and we want to push as much as we can. So we will be back tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow evening we'll be on live." Miss G said, "Good night, big motherfucker." Agent Orange he put the thumbs up with an orange. Orale. Big motherfucker said, "Good night, Miss G." Miss G put a bunch of turtles. Watch out. Again, Eric Lerma, happy birthday, homeboy. I know you took off, but happy birthday. Hopefully, you had a good one today. And to everybody else, thank you guys. Until the next one or tomorrow, uh, as long as I live through the night.
Oh my God, I'm done now. I'm done, you guys.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you, guys. Buenas noches a todos. Appreciate you guys.
A little dramatic,